getting into the new year.
Ooh.
Woo! 2025.
Here we
Go.
go.
Bow. Bow. Oh my gosh, you guys. Today is the 31st. Tomorrow is going to be a completely new year, 2025.
2025.
How are we feeling, Lauren?
We're feeling feelings.
We're feeling a lot of feelings.
We're feeling a lot of feelings. I just have a lot of feelings.
A little nerve-wracking.
A little nervy. I am cautiously optimistic.
Yes. That is the word this year is
Yeah.
cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. I think 2025 is going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. I mean, it does start with WTF.
No, literally
As
though,
the
it starts with
first
WTF.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But also, I was like, ooh, I don't know about that lovely start to the new year, which
Ringing
is
in the
WTF.
new year with pretty slap your face symbolism. And
I was like, how rough is this? I was like, I just want a heads up. Like, how bad is it going to be this year?
oh girl, I am hoping that it doesn't go badly.
You know, I think that's the right attitude to go about it, because I think there's a lot of things like the unknown. We just don't know what's going to happen this year.
The unknown and the known.
That too, very much so.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But like I said, I am cautiously optimistic about things in my own life, things that I can control.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I'm hoping for. It's the year I turned 30.
Woo!
So we're starting off hopefully strong.
I think we're starting off strong.
I hope so.
I think it's like how you like kind of put the intention out there in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I mean, there's going to be little bumps and trips here and there. But hopefully can like that energy can continue
I know.
throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully.
Throughout the rest of the year.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. The new year is always interesting. I know that it comes with a lot of anticipation, but also a lot of trepidation.
Yep.
It comes with a lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm trying to feel more optimistic.
Yeah.
It's so different because for those of you who don't know, I decided to move back home for a little bit just to save more money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been interesting living with my parents again as a 27-year-old, which is very weird. But I'm also very incredibly grateful that I have the opportunity to even move back home to save a little bit of money and to like just figure out kind of what the future is going to hold. Because right now, usually for those of you who are not in the film industry, it's kind of a dead period right now. When January, February kind of hits. You kind of really don't hear anything until like maybe towards the end of February. So it's just kind of like a waiting period right now.
Yeah.
And it's a little nerve-wracking. But, you know, and so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be visiting once a month, and me and Lauren are going to record, and we're going to make it work.
I mean, we didn't call this the Broke Blonde Diaries as a joke.
We are really keeping true to our name.
We
really are
telling the truth.
This is our story. Truly.
This is our truth.
This is our journey.
This is our journey. This is our story. Get into it.
Get into it. If you're not about it, look, I don't know what to tell you.
We don't have to be your cup of tea.
Yeah. But this is who we are.
But this is
our
what it is.
circumstance.
We are representing the underrepresented community of broke millennials.
Yes, and broke Gen Z people.
And broke Gen Zers.
Man.
Who are just trying to figure it out.
We're just trying to like survive.
Yeah.
At this point. Truly.
I truly hope that 2025 is a year of prosperity and growth, and maybe some more, breathable moments, some ease where you can let your shoulders down for 30 seconds and not freak out about, oh my God, what's happening next? What can I do about this horrible situation? And no more trauma after trauma.
Yeah, I'm over the trauma after trauma stuff.
We're traumaed out.
Yeah, I'm traumaed out. I'm ready to
Oy.
like, it's so funny because like my parents were like, well, like you haven't taken a break in a minute. And I'm like, take a break. What do you mean take a break? And like, and then
I'm
I
trying
start
to survive. I got bills today. Yeah.
And then I think I start to become so manic to the point where like, at least in like my eyes, I'm like, you're such a failure. You're such this, like you're moving back home with your parents. And I'm like, you know what? I need to just A, get over it. And B, this is just the reality of the situation. Like, you know, I'm going to have times of great success and times of like just plummeting to the earth, just like hateful speech towards myself. And that's just the reality of it. And it's going to be okay. Like, people have gone through this. It is not the end of the world. I just don't know how long I'm going to be, you know, with my parents, like at home. I might be there for like 2 months and be like, oh, what was I freaking out about? Or I might be there longer.
What's going to happen?
I think it's the unknown that is always so scary to everybody.
Yeah. But I think there is no shame in going home, but there's also no shame in doing what you have to do to survive because it's your life and nobody else's.
Yeah. And like, I understand where like people are like, oh, like, you know, can you like ask your parents for money? We're not that kind of family. Like, we don't have that kind of money.
Listen, Jess and I, and hopefully, you know, the audience, you know, listening to this can understand. We are navigating a world that was not built for our success.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
very, very much so that.
Yeah, as I'm sure many of you listening to this can attest to. I mean, the Monopoly board. We were born. Here's a jail card. Like, go to jail, lose $200, and give me all of your future loans.
No,
like,
literally, we were so true.
We were born with it stacked against us, and what we're choosing to do with it, that is our choice, and those are the things that we must learn to deal with the consequences of. But at the same time, we are trying to do our best,
trying to survive out in these streets.
Yeah, out in these spooky streets where maybe the world doesn't necessarily even acknowledge that we're trying to succeed and doesn't celebrate the small steps in success, but only the big ones that can be shared on social media. And I think that's
absolutely. I think that part, I think there's just so many things that like were rushing through my head when like, you know, I was making that decision. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to be moving back home. And I think it was like probably the last week of me working. I remember like telling you after the fact, but I just had like a freeze moment where I was just so freaked out of like, oh my gosh, I'm moving back home. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen in the next like 2 months? Like, what am I going to do about this? Like, how am I going to do this? And I was like, I still have to pack my room. I still have to like sell my stuff. I still have to, and I just went total freeze. I pretty much was like did not respond to anybody for like a full like 48 to like 72 hours. Cause it was so bad.
It's a lot.
And I obviously like apologized to you, and I was like, that was not okay to like just completely shut down like that. But Lauren is a very understanding person, which I am very grateful for. But it's just so funny when those freeze moment happens. It's like you can't talk, you can't process.
Not
You're
in your
just
control.
Trying to just do.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, the only thing that I know that I need to do is pack.
Yeah. You need to survive the next 5 minutes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like all I'm focused on. I think it was like, I got like 24 messages like over the weekend, and I was like, okay, I can't go to like all these like special events. And I'm like, I gotta like, so my last week at work was pretty like, pretty intense. But it was also very like, I think it didn't hit me until like the very end of like working and like, okay, this is the last show. Oh wow, this is the last show. Like, wow. So, you know, it was a bittersweet, you know, situation, but it was also very like, okay, like this is a new chapter.
Yeah.
I'm going to be positive about the future and positive about both of our futures too. Cause I think that there's just so many, cross fingers all the time.
Fingers
double cross. I think there's just so many things that we just don't know what's going to happen. And so it's just like, okay, well, I could spiral, which already did that. So what else is there? It's like gotta be.
That's a Tuesday.
That's my Tuesday.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
We win those Tuesdays.
We win yep. And we're gonna like just keep chugging along. Cause I think that there's so many times where the self-talk of like the self-hatred, the self, doubting it's
It
so
can get
real.
real.
It's so real, and it's so bad.
I know.
But it's so hard to get out of that. I don't know what.
Ugh.
I mean, I literally had to just kind of go through it
Yeah.
and then finally get to a stopping point where I was like, okay, well, this isn't helping anything, is it?
Yeah.
Like, this is, we're just going to keep doing
Not-
this?
yeah.
No, like,
It's
it's
not
not
going
going
to
to
make
help.
you feel better at the end of the day, but also it is something that happens when you're in that like freeze moment.
Yeah.
And you just have to go through it. And then at some point you're like, okay, I need to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
The sky is not falling.
I need to talk to myself.
I need to give myself some grace and a moment and just be like, okay, this is a situation that I am definitely worried about, but I'm going to navigate it the best that I can, like I've done for everything else that's happening.
Everything else. And that's what one of my New Year's goals is, to like really just go with the flow.
No negative self-talk.
No negative self-talk.
We're working on it.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
And just go with the flow.
Telling yourself that you suck every 20 minutes in your own head is horrible.
And how is that going to solve anything?
How's that going to help? Even though we've all done it. We do
Oh,
it. I do
100%.
it. There's just something about doing it. But it makes you feel worse about yourself in the situation that you're in.
Oh, 100%. And sometimes when I was like younger, I would totally believe it. Like the self-talk. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would believe it so wholeheartedly, to the point where I was like, no, like I really am stupid. No, I am really like this, like I can't function properly kind of person. And I was like, that's not true. And why am I saying that to myself? And it's just like, I think you just have to like,
so bad.
that's like it's a time thing.
I mean, I negative self-talked when I was younger. I negative self-talked myself into some really bad situations. And I unfortunately had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
That negative,
because then you're like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, we can't do that again.
Negative reinforcement to yourself, it does nothing for you except continues to breed that horrible energy, and it just gives you license to be your biggest bully.
No, truly. Like, oh my God.
I'm
like, oh my gosh.
Everything that everyone has ever said about you, you're like, oh, what they're saying is true. Even though in your own head, with logic and reason is not true. It's categorically false.
Yeah.
But when you're in that negative self-talk space and you're so deep in it.
Oh, it's so hard to get out. It's so hard to get out.
You have to take yourself out of it for your own safety sometimes, and really take the time to heal from the words that you've said to yourself, because you have to forgive yourself for saying that to you.
Oh, 100%. And like when I was like kind of spiraling when I was in my last week of work, when I was like completely like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like the thing that I finally like that got me out of it was sleep.
Honestly,
I literally just like, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
I need to sleep for a little bit.
If you're in that self-talk, you either need to sleep, take a shower, or go on a walk.
Yeah. Like change your energy and like
go do something.
Go do something.
But do something for you. So
Yeah.
take a nap, you're going on a walk.
Redirect yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a shower. Weirdly, taking a shower.
Oh my gosh.
Is so underrated. Because
I did take a shower. I took a shower and I went to bed. Yeah. And I was like,
because you're clean.
I can't do this.
And you took care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you accomplished a task.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't do the full shower routine.
Whatever. Like, it's just
you just did something.
Metaphorical, like, cleansing of like
and
whatever bad
water,
negative energy. Yeah.
The hot water feels like a blanket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's so soothing.
Yeah.
And then you're clean and you get out of the shower and you get into your sheets and you go to bed.
I think that's what's so funny is like in the moment, I couldn't see like how to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think my body instinctively was like,
yeah,
we're done now.
We're done.
Let's take a shower and let's
Night. We're going to bed now.
Even though I wasn't tired, I was like, I gotta reset it.
This is TMI. But that's why I shower at night, because it's the metaphorical like cleansing of the day. Yeah. Whereas if I got up in the mornings and showered, I feel like it would just throw off my groove. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to start the day clean. I ended the day clean. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
not that I'm not clean, but it's like
she's very clean.
I'm very clean.
Okay?
But what I mean is just the mental cleanliness.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Of getting in
I
the
gotta
shower,
like wash off the day.
and
Like I can't.
literally wash off the day.
Mhm.
Get it out of my hair and off my body, and then I'm getting into my clean sheets, and I am
knocking out.
I'm cleansed, and I'm going to bed.
Knocking out.
That's how I feel about the year of our Lord 2025.
Oh my gosh.
We are starting off metaphorically cleansed.
Metaphorically cleansed and ready to get into this new segment that we're very excited about.
Yeah, because it's going to be a good year. Whether it wants to be or not, we are going to
We're going to make it
We're gonna
the best
make it
year
be
ever.
a year. It cannot
A
stop.
year to remember.
Oh my God. Are you ready?
Woo woo.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Jess, the countdown to midnight on New Year's Eve is great. But do you think the actual best part of New Year's Eve is the anticipation of the new year, or is it the chaos of New Year's Eve / New Year's Day? Like, is it just that chaos, or is it like the new year?
Do you know what? I think it's the day.
You think it's the day?
I think it's the day. Just
the chaos of it?
because it's such a momentous day that
day, it's a big
people are
day.
planning parties. People are like ready to go out, like
Yeah.
ready to like. It's almost kind of like how do I explain this? It's like let's do like the worst possible damage we can do before we start the new year.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of person to do that, but I'm also like
Yeah.
living vicariously because I want to go out usually on New Year's just to see everyone else's chaotic
Yeah.
energy just
Yeah.
like skyrocket. And you're like, okay, we're going out with a bang. Okay.
We
I
are doing
love this energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is really funny though, because I'm like, I think it's just the hustle and bustle of like, okay, like let's like plan. Like I love to do
You love to do what now,
I
Jess?
love to do mood boards.
Okay. Not
Clocked
what I thought you
myself for a
said.
second.
Jess is going down a different
I like to do
direction.
mood boards.
Uh-huh.
Mood boards. But like
Uh-huh.
I think that's what I really
In
like
the
to
mood?
in the mood.
In the mood?
Oh my god. No.
Okay.
Fully clothed. Sweatshirt hoodie with a hot cocoa.
Love. Period.
But I love to just kind of plan out like, okay, what kind of like goals. I'm a very like visual person. I'll just like cut out pictures and I'll just kind of pin them to a board and be like, okay, that's the kind of intention I'm like setting into the new year.
Yeah.
But I really think it is the day. Like,
Yeah.
depending on like what you're like, if you have like a specific like ritual that you do, like you like wake up, you do a workout, you know, whatever it is. I feel like New Year's energy is like
Serious.
just very serious.
Yeah.
It's a
But
very
it's
like,
also hilarious.
it's hilarious because people are just like doing things last minute. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Cool, bro.
This is working. I think there's a lot of, I mean, we're young. So like,
Yeah.
it's mostly like parties and like, you know, celebrating, getting into the new year and also like
Getting
being like,
in bed at
thank
8:30.
God that year's over. You know what I mean? Because we're
Yeah.
just like, oh my gosh, that was a horrible year. Like, hopefully it's better.
Hopefully it's better.
I think it's the day. What do you think it is?
I also think it's the day.
I think it is. Yeah.
I think the anticipation of the new year, new start,
Oh,
new
yeah.
you, new goals, new whatever.
You crave it.
Yes.
I feel like you do crave it.
Everyone wants that fresh start of like, okay, I get to start over. This is my chance. This is my moment. I get to just go buck wild and then get into it.
Get really focused.
Yeah.
Put my whole heart into
The
it.
whole way. And you're like, I'm going out with a bang. This year sucked.
Yep.
Next year's going to be great.
That's what I mean. It's like
yeah.
people just go buck wild on the last day, I feel like. It's
Honestly,
just
I
like-
feel like it's the biggest like serotonin rip like
Yes.
you've ever had in your life. Like it's just an explosion of serotonin because
Oh,
your brain
100%.
is thinking of all of the possibilities, and there's parties and there's drinking and you're with your friends. And
Oh my gosh. And having so much fun.
yes.
And like playing games.
yeah.
And, oh
and you're
my
like,
gosh.
who are you gonna kiss? Like,
Yeah. Who
what's
are you gonna do
happen?
it?
And it's all of this like fun, weird stuff that it's this weird ritual that we have every year. And then the
God,
fireworks
that's so
and the
true.
countdown. And you're like, yes, like I can do this.
Have you had your New Year's kiss?
No.
I've never had one.
I
Either.
haven't.
God.
I'm going to give it.
I'm like,
No,
I haven't.
I was in a speakeasy in New York last year.
Oh,
for
cool.
New Year's Eve.
Oh, that
was cool. But it was a bunch of like older magicians. And
did they show you a magic
like
trick? They were
yeah, we sat at magic tables. We sat at tables and the magicians circled around and we were drinking and they were doing magic tricks.
and you were like, ah!
I love close-up magic. I'm a big.
Oh,
I love
magic too.
Like the Magic Castle is one of my favorite places ever.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
And so that was like the kind of energy. But I was like, I'm not kissing an old man.
Yeah,
right here.
No, that's not the energy of the vibe or the vibe going into the new year at all.
We're not sending the new year off in that way. Nope, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't had
that.
I know. Well, hopefully, I don't know about
one day.
Maybe one day.
I mean, this is the last year of my 20s. So
the way you said that, you're like,
no, I am facing down the barrel of my 30s and I am not prepared and
with a smile on your face.
So
you're like, yeah.
So maybe some crazy stuff could happen. Who knows?
You know what? You never know what could happen this New Year. I
never know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for New Year's this year.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for New Year's.
It might be like some last minute stuff, but I was like, probably not gonna get a kiss.
I've had great New Year's and I've had really, really bad New Year's.
Dang.
Like, I needed to go to therapy.
Yeah, no, honestly, therapy in 2025, BetterHelp.
It's a
We would
must.
love to be sponsored by you.
Sponsor us, BetterHelp.
Please. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I've had the full spectrum, but a kiss has not been in there for that.
I'm just like such a like, oh my gosh.
You're romantic.
I really am such a hopeless romantic.
I love that.
But it's sad.
It's not sad.
I feel like it's sad sometimes
the
because it's
negative
like
self-talk. We're stopping with that.
Oh.
Why is it sad that you enjoy being a hopeless romantic and you have,
you know,
in your heart, that's what you want. You're allowed to want what you want.
Because I feel like it's like the whole like Disney princess thing where it's like, oh, that's the Disney princess way to look at things. And I'm like,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think
but like whatever. I'm like, let me live in that fantasy.
Whatever.
What?
Is it hurting anybody?
No.
Are you still contributing to society?
Hopefully.
Right? Are you hurting yourself?
No.
Okay. So what's the problem?
Exactly.
We're stopping with the negative self-talk.
See? And that was a real in-person
up close
stopped
example.
Nipped it in the butt right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Because I'd be lying if I said I didn't want that as well.
Absolutely.
But if it's going to happen, it needs to happen. I don't want some.
I don't want like some lame. Do you like want a kiss? I'm like, shit. Oh
no.
Get away.
I need it to be sweep me off a foot popping kiss.
Yeah, a foot popping kiss. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Popping kiss.
If you guys don't understand, I don't know what to tell you. Foot popping kiss. That is so true. Like, if you're going to kiss me on New Year's,
make it a good one.
Make it a good one. Make it a moment to remember. Okay? Or get out.
And that's on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I am excited about the new year.
But New Year's Day.
The
Rose Parade.
Oh my gosh. I actually do really like the Rose Parade.
I love the Rose Parade.
I like to watch it on TV. Sometimes I watch it live on TikTok if I'm in that mood.
Oh my God.
Ruined it right away.
The Gen Z culture.
Sorry. So sorry.
She watches it on TikTok. I'm going to watch it in person.
You're like, I'm going to be in person watching that on the TV with my family.
I watched it in person several times.
What?
I grew up going every single year. That was our New Year's Day tradition.
Oh, that's so cool.
You make breakfast burritos the night before, and then you freeze them overnight, and then you heat them up in the morning when you get to the house, and you sit on the lawn with the chairs and the champagne and the hot chocolate, and you watch the Rose Parade. And then in 2014, I walked in it. So that was cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
That was very fun.
What was that for? High school?
it was for Girl Scouts. I was in high school. It was my senior year.
Nice.
I know. I was very excited, and I got chosen because you don't just get to do that.
You just don't get to do that. You get picked.
Well, you
chosen.
do. You have to go through this huge interview process.
That's
and you
crazy.
have to live in a certain area. And you have to have like certain accomplishments. Like
yeah.
you have to have certain awards in order to be able to do
an award.
An award. It's a major
yes!
award.
Oh my God, cool.
Yeah. So we just two different movies that she and I just quoted.
I know,
awards.
I love it so much.
But it's really fun and it's great. But since then, I've either watched it in TV or I have gone back in person. But I love watching it in person.
Gosh, that is so cool.
It's
Man.
really fun. It's so loud. It's honestly the loudest on Media Corner.
Really?
Where it's like all the cameras right at the Norton Simon Museum at that cross of like Colorado Boulevard and everything. And
you're like, yes.
Yeah, it's so good. Right there on that corner because that's where the music is and they do all the performances and that's where like that year's bachelor or bachelorette comes out.
Oh yeah, they're like
on the float with the big roses.
They're like, oh hi.
And then the royal court looks all fresh and glowy. Cause those girls.
You're like, wow.
When you walk the parade, that New Year's, the girl. What's up, Allie? How you doing? Allie and I, we were staying at her house New Year's Eve. She and I went to bed at 4 p.m.
Went to bed at 4 p.m.
We went to bed because we got up at midnight to get up, do our makeup, get our uniforms on, get coffee, then get to the Wrigley Mansion. And then you have to do a check-in because we had to be there by 2:30 because it takes like 30 minutes to check in.
Oh my God. Wait, what time? 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning.
Oh,
People are still out drinking and partying and you're up in a full Girl Scout uniform with tights
yeah.
thicker than a Snickers and you are freezing. I mean, it's like 20 degrees.
No.
And you're checking in and then you do breakfast and then you do a bunch of like press pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
and then you do at like 4, you do the flag ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
And normally it's the Grand Marshal and it's the Rose Court and it's whatever big celebrity is going to be part of it that year.
Yeah.
And then at 5, they take your gloves, they take your coats. So you're standing
come on now.
in a button up and a skirt.
Can't they just like match the gloves with the?
No, you
can
I
give
these
that to you? Come
white
on,
cotton gloves.
Oh God!
But you're so cold.
It's like so sheer.
Cold.
Like the gloves are so sheer. You're like
so. Oh my God!
Like,
and then you have to.
Your
line
hands
up.
are purple.
Literally your fingers snap.
Showing
off.
through the sheer like.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
White cotton glove because it's like white glove.
Oh
service,
yeah.
So like you're in.
That is
your
so.
White gloves, and then you have to stand in front of your float, but it takes forever to get assigned, and then the parade like goes.
How quick is the parade? Or is it like long?
It's a few miles. It's like 5 miles.
That's pretty long.
Well, when we rehearsed, you have to walk rain, shine, hail, wind, doesn't matter. And
you're like, so much for curling my hair if it rains.
No, but like literally, and they don't care. They're like, sorry, you're still doing it. It's like a 5-mile walk and you're carrying this banner and there's normally 3 scouts so you can trade off,
kind of like rotate. Yeah.
But it's like 20 pounds.
Damn.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
And you have to stay a certain
distance
ahead of the floats. It's pretty crazy. And you have to follow the red line and then the little Vespa guys.
That are like
in the white suits. If you can see them on TV, check them out. They're there. It's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you follow the red line all the way down Colorado Boulevard. I mean, you're going far to like one of the high schools.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yeah. No, it's really fun.
I was about to say, I feel like it's like parades, I feel like can be very like, I'm very over this. But if you're like around like good people and it's like the vibes are like everything, you're like, oh, I love this. Yeah. Like, let's go. That is so crazy.
The Rose Parade has such good energy though. It has good juju.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I've never been to the Rose Parade. Never been.
We'll have to go.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Oh my God. But I mean, even watching it on TV.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like
you just get like the happiness, the good energy.
The commentary, like stuff that happens during the during the break. I think that's my favorite, to be honest.
The Will Ferrell, Molly Shannon commentary of them in like the bird's nest.
Oh my God.
With the roses around
was
them.
that last year? When was that?
It's been they've done it a couple times. But
the
last time was like 20.
Was that
2019?
Oh my God. That feels like last year.
Because it was not 2020.
No, definitely not. But I do remember that. And I was like, these people are so wild.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hilarious. I can't remember their anchor names.
I can't remember. Was he doing the so Ron?
I don't think he was Ron.
Okay.
Ron?
I was like, was he doing the Ron Anchorman or whatever that one is?
Ooh, don't cancel us because we can't remember.
No, it's the. Anyways. No, but like when he does like the anchor guy persona.
It's not the Anchorman persona. It's different.
Because I was like, I think I remember watching
Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Ron Burgundy.
I heard his Bergeron.
Ron Bergeron.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be the guy for Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
He used to be the host for Dancing with the Stars and AFV.
Yeah. Oh.
America's Funniest Home Videos. That is so crazy.
I know. Which it's so funny that
Carlton
took over both of those shows from him.
I didn't even realize that.
He took over AFV.
Whoa.
I know.
Stole his gig. Crazy.
Get into the gig.
That is so wild. I didn't even realize that.
Right? Me either.
Oh my gosh. But I love how so Will Ferrell would like kind of like do that.
Yes,
I do remember that, but I was like, I couldn't remember if he was doing like the character or if he was just like
he has a different like news anchor persona. It's hilarious.
God, I love it so much.
And they do it streaming somewhere else. It's not on the news. It's like Peacock or something.
Oh, maybe
streaming it.
Yeah, like their version of the host and the commentary.
So funny. It's so funny.
Man.
Yeah, but New Year's Eve and just New Year's Day are the best part of New Year's.
Yeah, I would say that. I think the energy is just it's way too chaotic. Like it's just like you're like, okay, something's in the air.
Here we go.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I do look forward usually to like the New Year's Eve parties and like you know seeing friends and like meeting sometimes other people's friends from out of state or like whatever that may be. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun time.
Oh my God. Well, are you ready? Because since we're talking about New Year's, and as I'm sure everybody wants to hear us talk about New Year's resolutions.
Oh man.
The ultimate love-hate relationship with yourself and others.
Oh yeah.
Do you think they're motivating or just a yearly reminder that we are chronic procrastinators?
I would say honestly both.
Ooh, okay.
Just because like there's something about like setting up like these big goals that are just like, okay, like let me be a dreamer here for a second.
Yes.
But and you know, I'm finally like at that stage as an adult where I'm like finally like figuring out how to keep my houseplants alive. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I'm like,
I do.
I'm like, guys, we're surviving together. You need sunshine. I need sunshine too. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's very much like, I got you, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
But I also think it's really important. Like, I don't know. It's just like the weirdest and like most random resolutions that I've heard just like online and on social media. I'm just like, sure. Okay, that could be one. So what's yours? Like what would be like a weird / like just most random resolution that you think you have that's like very unique to you? You know what I mean? Speechless.
A weird. Oh, well.
I think mine's like phrased very weirdly.
Well, I mean, collect more crystal.
Honestly, period. Collect more crystals. Snaps for crystals.
I mean, like, that's like the weirdest one. I mean, like, collect more Waterford and Lalique and Baccarat and like Steuben, those types of like, crystal.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest one I have.
I feel like that's a good one. I don't feel like that's dumb or weird or anything like that. Slay.
It does absolutely. That's such a boring take. That does
No, but
nothing
like
for like the new year, new me. It doesn't impact my life at all.
But
it's
I
just
feel like
me
it's a
collecting
goal.
more stuff.
But it's a goal.
But do I need it?
A goal to collect more stuff.
I don't think I need more stuff. I collect enough as it is.
You are definitely a collector.
I have
for
like
sure.
6 actively running, growing collections that need to be stopped. I have a
Someone
problem.
take her out.
Take me out to be done.
But it's a collection. It's a very
I have a
like
collector's mindset.
you definitely do.
Yeah.
You definitely do. And I
Yeah.
think you got that from your mom
I
for
did,
sure.
because I'm a baby hoarder.
You're like just a little bit.
I'll
This
just
is the
keep it-
corner.
Just keep it for the future. You never know. I'm also a maximalist when it comes to design, so more is more.
Yes. No, I feel like I'm an in between where I'm like I don't want like too much, but I'm also like I want everything. I want everything and I want it now.
Stuff.
I want stuff in my room.
I mean, like, I don't care about the stuff. It's just stuff. It's just materialistic.
But it
at
like
the same
creates
time,
the character of like
it creates a home.
100%.
Yes. Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
I think a more serious a more serious New Year's resolution. I can't speak.
On this New Year's Eve.
This New Year's Eve.
Yes.
I think for me, the more serious ones I have is like, okay, this is the last year of my 20s. I really want to do things that bring me joy.
Yep. 100%.
I want to enjoy the last year of my 20s because I feel like maybe I'm focusing on age too much, and there are,
But how can you not
something to be said for that.
It's all like the personal,
but it's there.
It is.
And
It
I
definitely
feel
is.
like when you hit 30, you have to grow up. Like, you're not, they're in their 20s. It's fine. When I was in my 20s, I was doing crazier stuff. I feel like when you hit your 30s, it's time to really focus in on what the heck you are doing with your life and your time. And I really want to take every opportunity I have of just being in my 20s and be okay with that.
Yeah.
And be okay with, I might not be where everyone else is, but I'm not everyone else. I'm me.
And I'm on my own journey. Absolutely.
And
that's a really good way to, look at it.
Yeah. And I want to be happy with that. Like, I genuinely want to just be happy this year, and I want to just enjoy my time.
I love that. Oh my God. No, because I think that's so important, because I think there's so many, I hate to say it, but like societal pressures to like, this is what you have to do before, like you're going into your 30s. It's like,
yeah, because there are men that are
God.
like, you're past your prime. When
Yeah.
The second you hit your 30s, your
100%.
old bros throw you away.
100%. Or like, why has no one tried to snatch you up till now? You're like,
no.
God. You're like, I don't think it was, I was not trying to give that energy.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, who knows? Maybe a relationship. I haven't really wanted a relationship. I know that you've been on the relationship, like, ready train.
Yeah, but who knows? That might not be my journey this year.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, I don't know if that is my journey. Maybe I'm just like along the way. But
you're like, sure.
But who knows? Maybe this year it could be fun to kind of navigate through that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the day, like, someone just sees you for you.
Oh my God, that's
and
so
like,
sweet.
Oh,
Jess.
I don't want to get all sappy, but like, it's so true. Like, you are just such an incredible and genuine human being, and like, you deserve everything. Like, I'm just so serious when I say this.
So do you.
Oh my God, thank you. It's just, there's just like so many stupid boys out there, and you need a man that can handle you and your uniqueness and like your incredible brain. It's just, my God, I love.
Spooky.
Well, good. If it's a little spooky, I'd be like,
that's very sweet.
put on a cape and like join you, like whatever. No capes. But we'll get like your movie references, like we'll understand, like just like want to learn from you,
Thank you. I could say the same thing about you. and how amazing and fun and smart and talented and like goofy, but willing to just be goofy for like the best reason. Like you're just so positive.
Oh my God.
I love it.
We're so mad about this. We're like receiving compliments. We're like,
we're so bad at receiving
and then giving compliments. We're like, oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. No, giving compliments, receiving compliments. New Year's resolution. We're going to receive compliments.
Yes.
And stop with the negative self-talk. That's a joint New Year's resolution.
That is a joint New Year's resolution, and I'm living for that.
Period.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What are yours?
Oh gosh. I feel like there is one. I think it's just weird. It very, I word it very weirdly, like the phrase that I'm about to say. Because I saw this online and I was like, yes, that's the energy I want to go into the new year.
Yeah.
Where like I love to work out. I love all that stuff. But there was a specific phrase that someone said that I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Is I'm training for the Hunger Games. I know that sounds freaking ridiculous. But it's just
honestly,
like, but it's, you put
in 2025, not that ridiculous.
But you put the scenario there and it's like, oh, that's what you're working towards. Because like working out is like such a blanketed statement sometimes. And like,
training for the Hunger Games.
Training for the Hunger Games. Or what was it? Like one of them was like training for the Hunger Games. And the other one was training to be the final girl. Which I was like, ooh, yes.
But
running away from a serial killer. I'm like, oh my God.
It kind of works with what's happening around us.
It totally does.
And like the situation that we are dealing with in current society.
Oh,
it's not that far off. It's not that crazy.
It's really not.
To think about. I think that's a great way to think
about it. But it's like,
things.
it's the way that it's phrased that I'm like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You want to survive the Hunger Games.
That's like the weirdest one though.
You want to be Katniss Everdeen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to like be the final girl. Like that's the intention.
Yeah.
That I'm going into that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I know one.
What?
Forget the crystal one.
Throwing away the crystal one.
Throwing that one out because that was dumb and weird.
No, I love the crystal one.
Thank you.
It's cute.
It's a good thing. I love glass. Anyway. Books. I want to
reading.
hit reading. I want to hit 200 books in 2025 for the year. That's
200?
200.
Mine's like 10.
I hit 150 this year.
Oh my God. You're really good at reading though. I struggle with reading. So how about 10? 10 for me. 200 for you.
Listen to them.
I know, but like my attention span with audio sometimes it doesn't do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I do the tandem read.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I can't just like listen. I'll be like, wait, what did they say?
Yeah.
I'm like no.
Yeah.
And then I have to go back.
But I love reading. And
okay, so your goal is 200.
Yeah.
My goal's 10.
Period. It's a goal. A goal is a goal.
There we go.
But I want to read for joy. I'm tired
of
reading self-help books and like.
Ew, I don't like those anyways.
The future is now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that type of like. No, that's a book. Have you not heard of that?
No.
Book? It's a book. It's a book
Insert
about money.
here. Oh my God, no, seriously.
Yeah, and I know that those books are great. Although if you're a woman and you need like a financial book, there is it's called The Financial Feminist. It's an absolutely amazing.
I have heard of that one.
Book.
Yes,
I love
yes.
Tori, so good. But I want to read for joy.
I like
read
that.
For joy.
That's smart.
Yeah, and I want to.
Speaking of that, another goal of mine is probably financial. Speaking of that, oh no, breaking down. You know what, guys? This isn't really that funny. You know. I was so.
It just came out.
You're like speaking.
Because I was thinking, I was like, speaking of Tori, I want to get my finances in order.
No, honestly, financial freedom is one of my goals in 2025.
By Rocket money.
Rocket money. Do you know where your subscriptions are leading to? Guys, we could do it. Come on.
That is a sponsorship.
Give it to us.
2025. We need sponsors.
Sponsorship.
I'm so sorry. What were you saying? I was giggling.
Well, one of my like more serious goals, like you were mentioning, is financial freedom.
Financial freedom. Money.
That's pretty much it. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good with like budgeting. I've really been like disciplined and like budgeting and saving and all that stuff like that. But man, when you don't have money, you can't do either of those things. Like at all. Oh, no, that's what literally. I mean. So it's like financial freedom, like hopefully, you know, getting a job that I can be financially stable in.
But it's financial freedom and financial literacy.
Yeah.
Because that is hard.
It is really hard
to understand what you're doing.
Oh yeah. And like just to educate yourself in that, I think is really smart. So yeah, that's one of my more serious really goal. So speaking of,
I'm never gonna live that down.
I love
it's another Stephanie Mormon. We're just gonna call him Stephanie Mormon.
The Stephanie Mormon collection. The Stephanie Mormonisms.
There's just a growing list at this point.
Yeah.
At the end of, let's say, our 100th
It's like a Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, we'll do a Spotify Wrapped at our 100th episode.
It'll just be like inner cuts.
Making mistakes over and over and over.
And then it's my mistakes. It'll be so good.
Spotify Wrapped.
So maybe that's what we'll do next year is we'll like a highlight reel of all
of our total mess ups.
Oh my gosh, I love. Wait, I actually really love that. I actually really do. I'm going to do that. Start collecting now.
Period.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the new year brings new challenges, new joys.
Yeah.
New opportunities.
New opportunities, new possibilities. You never know what can happen in the future. Yeah. But you got to like keep the positive mind.
Where the possibilities are
endless. Stop it right now. Not to quote Olive Garden, your family.
When you're listening, your family.
When you're listening, your family. That's our new quote.
This is what it's like being one of our siblings.
No, seriously. Like, God. I love it. I love it so much.
I love it so much.
We're so excited about the new year, and we are so excited for you guys to comment what your New Year's resolutions are. Please.
Resolutions, please.
We would love that.
Leave comments
and give us some resolutions.
Honestly,
because my goodness, for the podcast.
Oh, for the podcast. If anyone has a link to a good Pinterest mood board for 2025, please send it our way.
Yes. We love Pinterest.
Would love to hear.
I would eat that up. I'd be like, please, more.
I'm a Pinterest girly.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
hyper specified categories. Everything.
I love Pinterest.
Yes.
And if you have any ideas, because I love getting inspiration from other people's resolutions to be like, oh, that's a really good thing to focus on. I would love to do that because I know last year my focus was getting my mental health on board, getting my physical health on board, getting myself unified.
I totally agree with you. Like it's the body and the brain kind of like catching up with each other. I'm still on that journey.
Yeah.
And it's
a long one.
It's a long one. But it's also very eye-opening in a way where it's like, okay, like I know these things about myself. This is what I'm going to change in the future. And hopefully if I start to go back into those things, I know how to get myself out now.
Right.
So.
And now that we've done the serious stuff, I feel like this is the year to have fun because it may be our last.
No, stop it right now. No, that's so real. I think the really important thing that I really want to work on, and I know it sounds so ridiculous, but like learning to like relax.
Oh, no, but actually relax.
Like actually relaxing, not be like, oh yeah, because I'm such a workaholic, like to a point where I'm like, ooh, when's the last time I've like taken a vacation or like, you know, just enjoyed.
It's 11:30. When's the last time I had water?
H2O? No, seriously, but it's like learning to just relax and like have fun and not like have it be so serious all the time or like always like go. It's like maybe I want to like do a little camping and like go outdoors and like
hang out,
be present in the moment in life and
Yeah.
everything. So that's one of my goals.
I think for us, we want to hit our broke bond.
Guys, it's really hard because we love our names so much, but sometimes it can be very hard to say. The Broke Bond Diaries. The Broke Bond Diaries.
Speaking of the broke bond diaries.
The Broke Bond Diaries.
Okay. We want to hit the Broke Blonde Diaries bucket list items.
Yes.
We want to start doing those and getting those crossed off the list.
I'm so here for it. I'm
we
so
want to
excited.
Start doing more vlogging. We want to start doing more episodes, and we also have some ideas for different episodes that we
absolutely maybe some little like mini like sub episodes.
Yeah.
And some fun little, maybe some art history lessons for those of you who are interested in learning art history from teacher over here.
Hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher. Yeah. But like, I think it would just be so much fun to like continue growing and continue to kind of show off our skills and like how passionate we are about these things. Yeah. I totally agree. So we hope you guys are excited about the new year. We hope you guys have a safe, please no drinking and driving. It's not worth it.
Please be responsible this New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Don't do drugs. Don't do any of that stuff. And just be safe and have an amazing time with friends and family. And we will see you in the new year.
We love you. Happy New Year.
Bye.